Well, here we go, another quick answer to a challenging question to Christianity. And you can get more details on my website if you want an extended portion of this. But here's one that we hear a lot. All roads lead to heaven. And we often hear one of two different parables told. So here's the first one. It's called The Blind Man and the Elephant. I bet you've heard it before. But the idea that this elephant is brought into this village that's never seen one before. And there are 4 or 5 blind men in the town, and they want to go see the elephant. But they can't see it, so they're pushed up toward that elephant, and they touch different parts of it. So one touches the tusk and says, oh, the elephant's like a spear. Another one grabs the leg, puts his arm around and says, oh, no, no, no. The elephant's like a big tree. It's a big monster tree. And then another person grabs the tail, is pulling on the tail, and says, no, no, you're both wrong. It's a rope. And they bicker and they argue, and one touches the side and says, no, it's a wall. All 3 of you are wrong. And finally, the chief of the village comes out and says, what's all this noise? And they come up to him and they're arguing about the elephant. And he says, look, you all have a part of the truth. You have a little bit of it, but you don't have the whole truth. Oh, okay. So do you see, that's like religions that squabble about what God is like and how you get saved and all that kind of stuff. That each religion has a piece, because they're blind, but they've got a piece of the truth, but they don't have the whole truth. They don't understand God is the elephant, basically. Okay, here's the second parable. Again, you might have heard this one. The idea is that there's this huge mountain, and up at the top of the mountain is God. And you have all these various roads, and the people on the road can't see each other. So one road is Islam, and another road is Buddhism, and another road is Christianity, and one more is Judaism. And finally, when they all, even though they think they're on the road by themselves, once they get to the top, they go, oh, okay. And again, do you see that picture? That the God is at the top, and all religions are working their way there, and they're going to get there, but they just don't understand that there are others that are seeking, and they're going to go that same way. So do all roads lead to heaven? There are huge problems with those illustrations. I bet you figured it out. Let's take the first one. That king of the village, or that person who's in charge, the chief, comes out and he says, you're all wrong. He has sight, but the blind people don't. So what's that saying? Anybody who's religious and believes in his or her religion is blind, but the person who's talking to you to try to get you to see that all roads lead to heaven, all religions have some of the truth, somehow they have sight, but you're blind. Now how is that? Well, it works the same way on the parable of going up to the roads leading up to God. We're trudging along the road. We can't see anybody else. Other people are trudging along this road. But there's somebody, it's like the chief, but there's somebody in a helicopter who can look down and can see all of these different religions. Well, how did that person get to be in the helicopter and you and I are not? I mean, do you see the arrogance of this view? That's a godlike perspective that this person says, I have, and you don't. So, the conclusion, religions differ on huge things. It's not like an elephant. Religions differ on why we're here, how we got here, how did we get saved, what happens to us when we die. All these, the holy books, they all clash. They're big differences. And so it's pretty arrogant, and it's actually pretty silly to say, oh, they're all the same. That's actually a put down on religions, because each religion has a distinctive perspective that's different from all the others. It's really lazy thinking. Those are poor analogies. And it's really not fair to those religions. So do all roads lead to heaven? Not according to those two parables. If they're told that way, there may be another argument you can make, but those don't work very well.